Hi, yoga people. I've got a nice energizing practice for you today with some balance at the end. And Izzy is here. I'm going to see if I can get Izzy to come over and say hello. Izzy, our yoga friend, is here. Come here. Come see Mama. Come on. Biz. Look who's getting camera shy. This is funny. All right. See? Izzy's here. Here you go, baby. So Izzy's here to do some yoga with us today. All right, Biz, go lay down. We're good. So, what I want you to do today to start out is to start in child's pose. So, go ahead and find your child's pose, which is a little bit different for everybody. So, if you're not familiar, it's buns to the heels, feet are wide apart, feet can be wide apart. Knees are wide apart or knees together. Just however you find it comfortable. And your arms can reach toward the front of the mat, or your arms can be at your sides. It's whatever you feel. You can even stack your fists. You can even stack your fists and rest your head like this. So it's whatever feels good. It's whatever works for you. So just come into that child's pose. And we're going to find our breathing here today. Now, I can't go down super low in child's pose because of my knees. And you might be the same. Or you might get down real low. Doesn't matter. It's just how you're put together. And I just want you to find your breathing. So start to find that yoga breathing. Just breathing in and out through the nose. Leaving the world outside. Thinking about what you need from your practice today. So maybe you have things you want to leave on the mat. Maybe there's stress and tension that you need to release. Maybe you just want to feel better. It doesn't matter. It's whatever you need. One of my students said all of the above when I listed, maybe these are things you need. And she said, I need them all. Maybe you need them all. It's good, but if you start out your practice thinking about what you need to receive, it's just more likely to happen. So, finding that breathing, just getting comfortable on your mat. We're going to start with that Kriya, with that cleansing breath. So, big inhale on my count, big exhale out the mouth. So big inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big exhale out the mouth. And again, big inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big exhale out. And one more time, big inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let it go. Now just come back to that Ujjayi breath, just in and out. Just focus on the breath, feel the rise and fall of the breath. And then I want you to take your hands and reach them for the front of the mat. So just reach. Now, if it's too intense on your shoulders, and sometimes when my arms are outreached like this, it hurts my shoulders a little bit, then you just back off. So reach and stretch toward the front. And then we're going to walk our fingers over toward the right corner. And so reach for that right corner, or take the left hand, drag back with that left hand, drag back into the hip, if that feels good. And then once more, we come back to center. So finding the center, reaching forward, getting that stretch, breathing into it. And then work your fingers over toward the other corner, the opposite corner. If you did the left first, then it's the right. If you did the right first, it's the left. Drag back. In my case, it's the left, and I'm dragging back with that right hand into the right hip. But you can just reach. time we come back to center. And reach and stretch. And then we're going to find our tabletop pose. So one hand and then the other. Come underneath the shoulders. And you might notice I use these little knee pads because I just had knee surgery not long ago. Just a little extra cushion. They're also good for your hands. So if you have wrist issues, put your hands on here. You can make fists or wrists and put your wrists on there. So just a little something to make your yoga practice a little more comfortable. So that's going under my knee. So hands underneath the shoulders. Fingers spread wide like stars. You can do that fists or wrists I was just talking about. And we're just going to run through some cat-cows just to warm up the body, warm up the spine. So we take that big inhale, lift up the crown of the head, and we're lifting up that tailbone. And see that little arch you get in your back when you do that. And then exhale and round up. So round that back up like a cat that's a little bit mad. And then reverse it. Just flowing through that. So meet the breath in the pose in this little flow. It's a great way to get used to matching the breath and the pose. So we inhale and lift up at the crown of the head and the tailbone and exhale round. It's just fast or as slow as you might want to go. And we'll get one more each way. And we'll get ready to do some work. And come on back up, round it up. Get a nice round in that back, really stretch it. And then come back to center. Good. All right, we're going to lift up that right arm. Lift it up, reach it up for the ceiling. Nice long towel. And we're going to thread the needle so the arm is going to go underneath the armpit. Now, if it's available to you, rest your cheek on the mat. Now, from here, you can just stay right here. This is a good stretch. You can take that left arm away and half bind it around the back. You can reach it for the front of the mat in any direction that feels good on those shoulders. And then slide that hand back. Push on back up. But that hand's going to keep going up. It's not going to stop. It's going to reach back up. And then lower, and we'll get that on the other side. So left hand lifts, reach it up. Look up at that hand. And now it's going to come through the armpit. Threading that needle, rest your cheek. And that other arm can reach forward, reach around. It can half bind. It can go right back to where it was. Listen to your body. Figure out what it wants. It will tell you. All right. Bring that hand back to the starting position. That right hand, we're going to push back up. Lift that left hand up. Reach it up. Reaching on up. And then it's going to come back down. Back to table. So reset yourself here. Take that left leg, extend it out nice and long. And we're going to lower that foot down to the mat, curl the toes under, push into that heel. Stretch out that gastrocnemius muscle, otherwise known as the calf. And then bring that knee back in. Get that on the other side, extend that right leg out. Flex the foot. Bring it down to the mat, curl the toes under, push into that heel. Get that nice stretch. Feels good all the way up the leg. All right, come on back. We got more stuff to do. All right, lift that left leg up again. Left leg's nice and strong. Lift the opposite arm. So reach. If you lift the same arm, you fall on your face. So reach. All right, little challenge here. We're going to open up the arm out to the side. Open the leg off to the side. Breathing. It's a little bit of a balance challenge. We're doing some balance stuff today. Come back to center. Reach nice and long. Go ahead and lower back down. All right, little rest here. Little break in child's. Just a tiny break. Just a little break, because this ain't no baby class. And I know there's people that have been waiting to hear me say that, so there you are. All right, so little tiny rest here. All right, come on back up. Find that table pose. Extend that left leg out. Extend the right leg out. We're bringing elbow and knee together. So big inhale and reach. Big exhale together. We're doing 4. You don't have to do all of them. Inhale and reach and lengthen that arm. Lengthen that leg. Exhale together. There's 2. Inhale and reach and lengthen. And exhale together. There's 3. And big reach. And we're going to hold it. So bring it together and hold. Hold, hold, hold. Good. Go ahead. Come back to center. Little tiny break. Just a little one. Couple breaths. Come on back up. All right, we get to do that on the other side. So extend out. I almost said we have to. We get to. All right, extend that. Right leg out, left hand out. Nice, strong. Open up. Good. Hold and breathe. Come back together. Lower down, little break. Just in case you thought, she's just going to make us just go right into that sequence. No, little break. All right, back up. Nice and strong. You're strong. Tell yourself you're strong. Say nice things to yourself. All right, hand, whoops, not hand, elbow and knee come together. So bring them together. And then inhale and reach, nice and long. Exhale together. Think of how strong you're getting. And inhale and reach, 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 nice and long. Exhale together. 3, 1 more. Inhale, reach. Reach, reach. Exhale together and hold. Breathe. Good. Come back down. Tiny little break. Tiny little break in child. And I know what you're thinking. We don't need no break. This ain't no baby class. All right. Well, maybe I needed a break. Okay. Dolphin arms. So that means that you're on your forearms. You're making a little triangle with those arms in front of you. Now, I want you to slide your feet, slide your legs back. So you can straighten your legs out here. Push your butt down. And you're in a low plank. You're in dolphin plank. And you probably have a nice little muscle shake, and I hope you do. That is what I want for you. All right, take that right hand and plant it underneath you, and then the left hand, and now you're in full plank. You can always go down to the knees at any time. So no worries, okay? Come back up plank. Hold that plank. Feel nice and strong. Tomorrow we'll probably lift the leg. We're not going to do it today. All right, push your hips up. Come back into down dog. Find that down dog pose. So, walk your hands back a little bit. Heads between the biceps. Looking somewhere between the knees and the ankles. And just walk that dog a little bit. So just stair stepper those feet. Pump those feet. Good. All right. Now, lift up that left leg. Reach it up toward the ceiling. 3-legged dog. Breathe. Lower that leg down. And we're going to get that on the other side. So lift that leg up. The opposite leg up. Reach, reach, reach. And then lower down. Good. All right. We're going to move forward a little bit, coming to that plank. So lower back into plank. And then dolphin arms. Low plank. Dolphin plank. And then go ahead, find your child's pose. Good job. That might have been a little hard. That's okay. We like things to be challenging. That's what you tell your brain. I like to be challenged. I am strong. Breathe. All right, and since you like to be challenged and you are strong, we're going to do that again. Last time. Find your dolphin arms. Slide your feet back. Dolphin plank. Good. One hand and then the other, full plank. Get nice and strong here. Breathe. And then go ahead and find your down dog. So lift your hips up. And then just scooch around as you need. Maybe you need to walk your hands back. Just find that down dog. Settle in here. Now, in down dog, a lot of people hurt their hands, hurt their wrists. You got to think about putting the weight into the back part of your hand so that you can lift your fingers up. The three middle fingers should be able to lift up off the mat because your weight is kind of in a C shape between your thumb and your pinky. And my hands are slipping today. I'm a little sweaty, I guess. Happens to all of us. All right, we're going to lift up that left leg nice and tall, three-legged dog. Lower it down. We're going to get that on the other side. Lift the other leg up. See how pretty you can make it. Lower that leg down, and we're done with that. So walk your hands back to your feet. And when you get there, we're just going to come into that forward bend. So you can take that deep knee bend if you want. Rest that chest right on those knees. And then arms can just hang. You can grab opposite elbow. You can step on your hands and just come into that forward bend. Just choose whatever feels good. You can even grab peace fingers around the big toe. It's all good. So just breathe here. You can even shake or rock, I should say, rock from side to side. So rocking. And then come on up. So release any binds you're in and just slowly just roll on up one vertebrae at a time. Good. I'm going to move the camera because now you can just see my feet. And maybe you'd rather not see my face, and that's okay, but all right. So inhale, reach up. Reach, reach, reach. Stretch on up for the ceiling. And we're just going to bring that right arm down and left arm is going to reach. Breathe and stretch. Try to turn your chest, lift your chest up and your head up toward the ceiling a little bit. Inhale, lift. Reach. Swan dive and sweeping. Big inhale, lift. And then the other arm goes down. The right arm reaches. Try to open your chest up. Get that nice stretch in that side bow pose. Inhale, lift up. And we swan dive and sweep toward the ground. Don't have to touch the ground. Inhale and lift on up. And then hands are going to come behind. So your hands are coming behind. Clasp the hands, pull those shoulders down, stretch those arms back. Feels good. All right, now, big bend in the knee, little bend, whatever you got. Come on forward. Arms lift. Or they rest. They can just rest. Lift, reach, stretch. And you can rest your chest on the knees. You can have less of a bend, whatever feels good. Breathe, and then we're going to carefully come on back up, slow, slow, slow. Good. And then release your hands, shake out your arms. Beautiful. All right, a little bit of a cat-cow flow. So inhale and reach your arms out. Just reach them back. Open up that chest. Exhale, round. Inhale. Open the chest. Exhale, round. Releasing tension. Inhale and open the chest. Exhale, round. One more. Inhale, open. And exhale, round. And come on back up. And take kind of a wide stance. So widen out your feet, widen out your legs a little bit, and then a little bend in the knees here. So we're kind of like in a little sumo squat, and we're just going to do that cat-cow again. So inhale, Lift up the crown of the head and the chest. And exhale, and we round that back up. So just like the cat-cows we do on the floor, but we're doing them standing. And exhale around. So if you can't always drop down to the floor, you can do these. And exhale. And big inhale. And exhale. And just round on up. All right, some sun salutations, because we want the sun to stay out. We want to energize the body. So, and there's many versions of the sun salutation, so if it's a little different than what you do, just go with it. All right, big inhale, reach up for the sky, reach up for the ceiling. Try to make that spine long. And exhale, we're going to come forward. So we come forward and reach for the ground, don't have to touch it. And then half lift. So bring your hands to your shins, lift the crown of the head. So we're reaching with the crown of the head, we're reaching with the tailbone. You're working here, you're not just bending over with your hands on your knees, the whole body's working. Hands go to the floor, and we're gonna step back with that right foot. So the right foot steps back. Now here, you got some choices. Now, you can stay right here. With that one knee in the front, you're in a low lunge. You can bring that back knee down. You can just come right here. Keep your hands on the floor. You can lift that leg. You can bring your hands to your chin. Or you can lift your arms all the way up and do a crescent lunge so your feet are on 2 railroad tracks. So those are your options. You pick what's appropriate for you. Hands are coming back down to the floor. And we're going to step that front foot back. Now, you have some choices. You could go right to tabletop. If that's where your level of strength is, keep the knees off the floor, whatever it is. We're going to slow lower chaturanga, so your arms have to be close enough together that when you lower your elbows back toward the back of your mat, your arms are going to scrape the sides of your body, and we lower down chaturanga. Hold and breathe. You can be on your knees. And then we're going to lift up dog or cobra. So your hands slide out for cobra. And you can't see me. No! All right. So your hands slide out for cobra. And you lift the chest. Or your hands come back by your shoulders. And you lift up dog. And if you're feeling real fancy, you can lift up onto the backs of your feet. And then lower down. And we're going to come up to table. So find that table pose. There you go. And then push up, down dog. I'm moving the camera. Push up, down dog. Good. All right, find that down dog. Breathe. And that left leg lifts up. Reach it up. Step through the hands. And we're back in that lunge. All right, so you pick. You want your knee down? You put your knee down. You want your hands here? They come here. Maybe they lift. Whatever you got. All right, hands go back down. Hands are back down. And we're going to step that back foot in. Back foot steps. Big inhale, reach up. And part of me disappeared. It's okay. We're going to lower down chair pose. So just like you're sitting into a chair. Good. Arms are reaching. You can't see my arms, but your arms are reaching wherever they comfortably can. And then inhale, lift. And hands come heart center. Good job. We're going to get that on the other side. So big inhale, lift. Lift, lift, lift. Make yourself nice and long. Make that spine so long. And then exhale, hands come down to the floor. So our hands are back down. I'm moving the camera. So our hands are back down here. And now we're going to that half lift. So hands come to the shins. Hands come back down. And we're going to step back with the right foot this time. Find your lunge. So maybe you're here. Maybe you're here. Maybe you're here. You choose. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Hands come back down to the floor. Step that foot back, slide that foot back. Maybe you're in plank, maybe you're in table. Hands come close together. We're going to slow lower down, chaturanga. Breathe. If you can hover above the ground, you do so. And then lower on down to the mat. Choose your arm position. A cobra or up dog. So slide your hands out for cobra. Lift up for up dog. Come back down. And then down dog or table down dog. Whatever works. Find that down dog pose. Good. We're going to pick up that right foot this time. Reach it up. It's coming to step between the hands. We're back in that lunge. Lunge of your choosing, yogi's choice. Breathe and reach. And then hands come back down. Step that back foot in. We're going to find our chair pose. Inhale, reach. And then lower down chair. Inhale, lift. And arms lower. Beautiful. All right. We are going to work on balance today. That is what I promised you. So, I have a chair, a handy, conveniently located chair. So I'm going to bring that over. So, stop the video, run, get your chair, and I'll be here when you get back. All right. Just thought I'd clarify that. Now, what we're going to do first, I want to hold on to the chair already, is tree pose. So I'm going to step back a little bit. Or I'm going to adjust the camera a little bit so you can see me better. All right. Find that mountain pose. It's always good to start all balance poses in mountain. So start with your feet. Root your feet down into your carpet, into your mat, into the world, to the ground below you. And then feel the strength. As you root those feet down, the strength rises up through your legs. So nice, strong legs. Your fingertips are reaching and your shoulders are pushing down so you can feel that strength in your arms, that dynamic tension. The chest lifts, the crown of the head lifts. Beautiful. Close your eyes if you want a little challenge. Breathe. When you're ready, open your eyes, come back to center, and we're going to start with tree. And you might remember we did tree the other day if you were in that class. Just pick up that right foot. So we root down, we think about mountain, we root down with that left leg, and we pick up the right. And I am slightly touching the chair. You might do the same. All right, now turn that leg out to the side. And we're just going to place it wherever it needs to go. So maybe it's at the ankle, maybe it's at the shin, maybe you can bring it to the thigh, wherever you're at. And then big inhale and lift up your arms. And you're like, why do you have a chair there? So I can reach out and grab it if I need a little help. You might want to do that. Or maybe you're feeling it today where you can just reach. And balance is one of those tricky things where some days you're fabulous at it and some days you suck. And some days you're good on one side and you're not on the other. Now, if you want to be fancy, and I am going to grab the chair for this, you can extend out that bent leg. Reach for your toe. Maybe lift your arm up. Ooh, fancy. Only if you're feeling it. This is not a requirement. But I have to do it on the other side now because I did it on this one. So go ahead and lower down and we will try it on the other side. And you can always just slide your chair as I am doing. Now, I have a tall chair, but any chair works. Now, once again, root. Find your mountain. I don't like it when you can't see my face. You might like it that you can't. I'm sorry. All right, nice and strong. Root in, root in. Find your mountain pose. Feel your strength. Feel like the warrior that you are, even though we're not doing warrior poses today. All right, when you're nice and rooted, ooh, I can reach the chair. When you're nice and rooted, pick up that left leg. You can be fancy, you can extend it out. See, the bottoms of my feet are clean, just in case you were wondering. Turn that leg out to the side. She did bathe today. All right. You know, some people, you know, with the stay in place thing, I think some people might be getting a little lazy. Now, if you're feeling it, raise your arms. If you're not, keep one on the chair. Now, y'all know what I have to do, because I did it on the other side. I'm going to grab onto the chair. I'm going to extend that leg out. You could just extend the leg out. No need to reach for the toe. Or you can. Peace fingers around the big toe. Get nice and long and tall. Reach up. Breathe. Touch the chair if you need it. And then go ahead and lower down. Good. All right. So that's tree. I'm obviously feeling the need to stretch a little here. In a yoga class, imagine that. All right. I'm scooting up my chair here for now. Okay. So the next one, this is kind of, to me, a combination of both chair pose and tree pose. So you pick up that right leg, like we were in tree, and then you bring it across, like you're making a little figure four with your body. Okay, so far so good. And then we sit into that pose like it were a chair. Now you see the chair part. All right, so you can just reach your arms out if you're feeling fancy, but that might make you a little bit nervous and maybe your balance is not so great today. So if you grab onto the chair, I'm just going to wriggle around here. If you grab onto the chair, you can sit deeply into that stretch and reach back with your arms high and just really stretch that hip out, and it feels amazing. So this is where the chair helps us. And you get a nice stretch in that IT band. In the psoas muscle. Carry a lot of tension in the hips. We got to release it or it won't go away. So breathe into it. Deep breaths. All right, come on back. We got to get that on the other side. So this is going to be a little challenging for me just because of my knee. But I'm going to do my best. I might actually have to hold my butt on my leg, which is okay. I don't mind. Okay. Give me another week. It'll be better. All right. So here I am. I don't know if I can manage that sit stretch with my arms up. Ooh, I can. Even though you can't see them, trust me, my arms are up. All right, now I'm going to turn toward the chair. You do the same. Get that lovely stretch in the other side of your hip. Breathe. And you can actually, if you don't have your leg in the right place, you can always adjust it. I keep referring to my knee surgery. I had partial knee replacement a little over 2 months ago. So I am recovering nicely, but some things my body's not ready for yet. That's okay. We listen to our bodies. All right, I hate to come out of that because it feels so good. Now, my favorite balance pose with the chair is Warrior 3. So Warrior 3, as you might recall, you're reaching out with your arms, you're lifting that leg up and out. But when you do it with a chair, you can get an amazing stretch. So I'm just coming over here to the chair. Now you want to step away far enough from the chair that you can get a nice stretch in your arms and in your hips, but we don't want to tip the chair over, so be mindful of that as well. So hands on the chair seat, maybe on the top of the chair if you don't have a tall chair, and then just lift up one leg, maybe the left leg lifts. Lift that left leg up and your arms are resting, so your upper body's supported. You can really lift that leg. And then if you got a sturdy enough chair, you can drag back with your hands and your arms a little bit. Really stretch out that upper body as well. So it's a wonderful stretch with the chair. Breathe. Oh, I hate to come out of it. It feels so good. So something you can do at home. Obviously, you're doing this at home, but you know what I mean. Just anytime you need a good stretch. All right, we're going to switch legs. So lift the opposite leg up. Reach that leg up. And maybe one leg lifts higher. That's all right. We just got to get used to how our bodies are put together, and we honor that. And it's when we don't listen to our bodies that injuries happen, so just keep that in mind. Breathing. Oh, it feels so good. All right, go ahead. Come on back. This one we are not using the chair for. We are going to use a yoga block. And if you don't have a block, you can do this against a wall if you have an open wall, which is almost better. But I would totally have to reset the whole room right now to have an open wall. So we're not doing that. Take the block in your hand. And I am starting with my left hand today. So we're reaching that arm out like we're going to cartwheel and plant this hand, but we're planting the block. So we're reaching on over. There you go. And your hand is on the block, not the floor. So you can really lift that arm up. You can really lift that leg up. Breathe, and that's half moon. One of my favorite poses. But it makes you feel a little bit more secure when you have that block in your hand. And the block, I have it the long way. You could make it the short way if you don't need that much help. Or you could even set it on the floor and then just reach for it like that. So however you need, you can use it. We're going to do the other side because we got to be balanced. So take that in to the right hand. And we just come on over carefully. Plant the hand. Whoops. And try not to kick the TV. My husband would be mad if I knocked the TV over. So breathe and reach. And like I said, you can do this right up against a wall, even with a block. And then the wall's right behind you, so you've got that extra support, so you feel like you're not going to fall over. Come on back up. Great job with balance today. Set that block down. Big inhale, reach up long and tall. So stretch out that back. Let's come into chair. Just find that chair pose. So arms are reaching out toward the front. Knees are bent, but they're even across the front. And we're going to take that left hand and bring it back. Little chair twist. So try to open up to the side. Breathe. Got to breathe in a twist. You don't detox. Come back to center. Reaching. Other arm goes back. Reach. Good. Good, good, good. And come on back. Beautiful. Inhale, reach up. Trying to touch the ceiling. Swan dive down. Come on down. Reaching for the ground. We're going to do that little forward bend again. So big bend in the knees, little bend in the knees. Doesn't matter. I'm moving the camera. So we've got that big bend in the knees. You can step on your hands. Grab opposite elbow. Let your arms dangle. And just let your body rest for a minute here. Maybe a little rocking back side to side, a little sway. Good, and come on down and we'll do some boat pose. Yay, I know you've been waiting for boat. We're gonna do boat crunches today too. So knees are bent and hands can go on your thighs. They can go behind you to support at any time. You can stop at any time. You don't have to do all of them. Build strength. All right, pick up one leg. Pick up the other leg. Find your boat. And if your boat is right here, your boat is right here. We're building strength. If you're feeling like maybe you can take your hands away, do so. And then go from here. If you feel like you can straighten your legs out, maybe bring them up really high. You can do that. Maybe bring them down really low. That is an option. Breathe. What I want for you is the muscle shake. So I want the core shaking. I want your core shaking and working all the way down into your toes. And all the way down into your fingertips. Just shaking like a scared chihuahua. Because that means you're getting stronger, and that's what I want for you. All right, go ahead and lower those legs down. You're thinking, she crazy. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, come forward. Touch your ankles, toes, feet. shins, whatever you got. Reach forward and give yourself a little break. And come on back up, because this ain't no baby class. All right, boat crunches. So we're going to make little tight boat crunches today. So arms can be out, they can be on the floor, they can be on your thighs. Doesn't matter. And we're just going to bring our knees in really tight. Inhale, and then exhale when we bring the knees in, okay? So don't forget to breathe. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and lower the legs down. Oh no, she didn't. I know. Inhale, reach up. It's because I love you. Exhale, come forward, and I want you to be stronger. So reach your head down toward your knees. Doesn't have to get there. Grab onto whatever you can comfortably grab. Go ahead, it's yours. And then come on back up. Great job. Now we get to do a little resting. So, part of the time you're not going to be able to see me. You don't need to see me. Just listen to my voice and follow my instructions. Just let that body start to relax. So go ahead and roll on down to your back. We're going to do that little spinal stretch. Oh, so lay down on your back. I know I just disappeared. I'm waving. All right, bring that right knee in, hug it in. Maybe circle at the foot a little bit. We don't treat our ankles very well. And switch it up, do the opposite. All right, now take that right knee across the body. Right arm extends, palm faces the ceiling. We look at that palm. We're gonna get a nice stretch in the hip. So breathe here. Come on back to center. And switch. So right leg goes down, left leg comes in. And of course we gotta roll that ankle a little bit. Make those little ankle circles. And get the other way. Gotta be even. All right, bring that leg across. Leg comes across. Left arm extends. Keeping both shoulders on the mat. Palm faces the